This film is brought to you by Pain Management. Work with an experienced yoga teacher specializing in pain management. Learn how to ease your pain with private yoga sessions customized to your specific needs. yogatraveler.online/pain2.
Hello, and welcome to our easy stretch today for the ankles. Trying to get mobility through the toes, through the ankle joint, and just really loosen things up so that you can feel good in your feet. Our feet do a lot for us, and if they get really tight, we could get injured or have lack of mobility. So a few things that you can do simple on your own at home. You would benefit from having a block. And I have a portable bar that I'm going to use to demonstrate, but you can do this with your hand on a wall. So anywhere you want. Let's start with the block. It helps if your block is cushy. Mine is not, it's solid, but if you have a cushy block, you'll feel a little even better doing this stretch. So we're going to take our heel to the floor and open up our toes, spread the toes as wide as you can, and then press the toes into that block. Then bend your knee, and you can feel the stretch all the way up through the ankle here. It feels great. Plus the toes in the cushy block will squish in, and so it'll give some cushion and opening to all of those little toes in there as you stretch the back of the foot. So really get some length. Plus this pressure that we're putting in the front of the foot right here, we're going to stretch all that out when we get to our wall, or for me, the bar. But you can feel the motion and waking up of your foot. That's what we want right now, that waking up of the foot. Good. One more breath right here. Inhale, exhale. Very nice. Let's come up. We're going to switch sides. Take your other foot, spread out those toes nice and wide, heel on the ground. Push the toes into the block. Hopefully it's cushy. Bend your knee. Feel that ankle. Ankle and the calf. I can feel my calf as well, which is nice. In case you do a lot of running or walking and you really want to get some mobility back into your feet. Perfect. Stretch that out. Let's take one more breath. Inhale, exhale. Nicely done. We'll come out of it. I'm just going to set this off to the side. I'm not going to use it now. Move yourself to your wall, or if you have a portable bar, you can use it as well. All right. So let's start with our right foot. First, we're going to get it nice and loose. I want you to just lift your foot and flap it around and try to loosen up the foot. Now I'm not moving my knee. I'm not trying to. I'm just letting that joint feel like it's rubber. A dead fish down there. Loose, 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 loose. No pressure into that joint, the ankle joint there. Good, then stop it. Let's again spread our toes out. My toes kind of like fingers spreading out, and press into the top of your foot. I'm gonna put a little pressure on this bar. If I were holding onto a wall, I'd just be holding my hands, or you can do two hands against the wall as well. Either way works great. So this is putting some good pressure in the toes, across the toes, especially the big toe for me. I can always feel it in my big toe. Plus, we're popping the arch. So if you have flat arches, it can help to do some of this footwork that we're going to do today to ease the foot tension, either in the top of the foot or in the bottom of the foot. So this is stimulating all this fascia that's under here in the arch of your foot there. Good. Now take this foot back behind and bring the toes to the floor. I'll demonstrate. So your toes are going to come all the way to the ground. your left leg, my standing leg, I'm just gonna bend my knee a little bit and press. I don't have my foot off to either side, just straight back, tops of the foot on the floor and bend. So this is going to stretch the top of the foot and into the shin, which is really a hard spot to stretch. And sometimes if we do a lot of walking or running, we can get shin splints, and this can be very helpful as in order to stretch it out. Good. Good, now very nice. Take your foot, let's pull it across, and we're gonna roll to the pinky side of our foot, place that down on the floor, and just lean. Now I'm keeping my left leg straight at this point, and just leaning into that edge of the foot. So these are the ligaments that run along the ankle, and if we step off a curve wrong and we roll our foot, we might tear some of those ligaments there. So that's something we want to be aware of and keep that area of our foot nice and loose, nice and stretched out. Exactly. Good. Good. Place it back down. Hold on to the wall, or I've got my bar here, as you can see, and we're just going to walk in our feet. So lifting onto our toes, pressing through the arch, walking. I know I haven't done my left foot. Don't worry, I won't forget. Walking through that foot. Feeling all of those muscles, those tiny little muscles in your foot working, all of the ligaments, and really rolling through the whole foot. Pushing through that ball of the foot, pushing through the arch. Good. This may be a little dance inspired. My background is in ballet before yoga. So some of this is inspired, but it's good for all of us just to get mobility back in our feet. Nice. All right, let's switch. Move on to your left foot and be as loose as you possibly can. Loose and free. Try not to hold it at all. Just let it be limp like a fish. Good. I think that feels better than anything to me. You have to let me know what you think. Put your toes on the floor, spread them all out, and lean into the wall or the bar or the dresser or whatever you're leaning against, and feel that arch just stretching. The ball of the foot, the big toe. I can feel my little toe too, because we've spread our toes apart, really created some space between the toes. Good. Good. Now start to move into the top of your foot. I'll turn to my side. Top of the foot on the floor, bend your right leg and press down. You can feel your shin. Another really great way to get this stretch is sitting on a chair and then pulling both feet back and tops of the feet on the floor. Just make sure you have socks on or something, because it might be hard to have the top of the foot on a hard floor. Or maybe you're on a carpeted floor or a rug or something. But that can work really well too. Just sit there, pull those toes back, tops of the foot on the floor, and give it a stretch and feel it into your shin. That can be really nice. Good. Let's take the last stretch. We're gonna pull our foot across in the front, roll onto the pinky edge of that left foot and just press down and feel that pull all the way down. This is also, the IT band runs down the hip and all the way into the edge of your ankle. You might feel that stretch a little bit here as well. Nice. One more breath. Inhale. Exhale. Good. Let's come out. We're done. Good work. Hopefully your feet feel renewed, nicely stretched and mobile. Thanks for joining me.